أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده أما بعد firstly, alhamdulillah, we have this morning Sahib, mashallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless him and his parents. In the second rak'ah, we recited this morning Surah Al-Qamar. And actually, I wanted to speak about the verse from Surah Al-Qamar. He didn't actually get to it, but it's the verse towards the end of the surah where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he says, "Inna kulla shay'in khalaqnahu biqadar." Indeed, we created everything by divine decree. And even though this is a very short verse, it's not like one of the long verses, but it is very powerful and impactful. And that is because it is this verse and verses like it contain meanings that will help us, will carry with us, or they serve as the foundation of our trust and our reliance upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because Allah Azza wa Jal in this ayah, "Inna kulla shay'in khalaqnahu biqadar." Indeed, we created everything by divine decree. Allah Azza wa Jal is informing us that everything that is a thing, as we know, is the creation of Allah. And the creation of Allah was created by divine decree. Meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala predetermined everything that has happened and is happening and ever will happen. And so we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already predetermined this. Allah ta'ala has already decreed this. All of this has already been written. Then it makes it easy for us to let go of trying to manipulate the outcome of things. Trying so hard to make sure that we are in control, or that we are in the driver's seat. As they say, I am the creator of my own destiny, as people will say. May Allah protect us. When we believe that Allah Azza wa Jal created everything by divine decree, it helps us to live in the right now, to be able to do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to do for right now. Whatever it is that is obligatory upon us right now, that we can concentrate on right now. What happens from that, we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already decreed that. It also helps us to understand, or not necessarily understand, but to deal with and to come to grips with the things that have happened in the past. Things that have passed by us. When we believe that Allah Azza wa Jal, He has created everything by divine decree, that which has passed, good and bad, we know that that's by Allah's decree. Allah Ta'ala decreed that. It wasn't going to happen any other way. Why? Because this is how Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wanted it. And so, believing in the divine decree and that Allah Azza wa Jal is the one who has created everything by divine decree helps us to process the things that have taken place before. And it helps us to let go of trying to manipulate the future. And it allows us to concentrate on what is most important, and that is the here and the now, because that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask us about. Allah is not going to ask us about why didn't certain things turn out certain ways. Why didn't you make certain things happen in certain ways? Allah is going to ask you, when this happened, did you do this as I commanded? Did you stay away from this as I prohibited? That's what we're responsible for. What Allah Ta'ala has ordered us right here and right now. So the divine decree helps us to release and just trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because things are only going to take place as Allah Ta'ala has decreed them anyway. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us. Ask Allah ta'ala to guide us. I pray that Allah, He accepts our good deeds and our righteous actions. He overlook our faults and forgive us of our sins.